I want to talk a little bit about my family because that's the whole reason I'm here, is because I'm a stay-at-home dad. You've heard of mama's boys. I'm more like a daughter's guy. Like I'm just, my daughter is my everything. My wife knows it too, so she's, sorry honey, but this is, Mabel is my life. So when we heard we were having another child, we're trying to get her ready and prepare her, and like, hey, mommy's tummy's getting bigger, we're about to have a little brother, all the kids you see, we're about to have another one in the house, and so, we think she's getting it, and we go to the OBGYN appointment, and she asks, so does Mabel know about the little one? We said, well, yeah, we think so. She's like, well, yeah, but she doesn't really know what she's, in store for, does she? I'm like, well, no, I guess no, neither do I. I mean, what the hell do you mean? We're telling her, so, but yeah, when the baby came, we brought Mabel to the hospital so she could meet him, and his name is Morris. We have Mabel and Morris, and like I said, 2 when I'm out. Talked to the urologist already. Anyway, we'll skip that part. Story for another day. So yeah, we have the 2 of them, and after a week, Mabel was having a moment, and she asked to go to the hospital. I'm like, honey, what's wrong? Why? She said, so we can take Morris back. Oh, honey, he's not a library book. He's here to stay. Sorry, it's not. So yeah, and she's evolved now, and but it was a rough going. She was, and Colleen, you can speak to this too, but as good of a big sister as we thought she would be, as nice as she is around other kids, if you're holding the kid and both parents are like oogling over him, she's not above hitting the kid in the head. So, that's not a good place to hit a baby from what I've read. So, anyway. But it's 5 months later, and here was the moment I was very happy about. We're driving, going to the zoo or music class or whatever, and we're late, and I'm like, well, okay, not the zoo, obviously, we're not late. So, okay, music class, we'll say music class. And, I packed our food, I just threw some sliced apples in there, and she said, Daddy, I'm hungry. God damn it. And so yeah, I throw the bag back at her, and like, open it, okay, I'm like, there are apples and prunes and stuff in there, okay, pick your poison. And she's like, Daddy, we need to turn around. I'm like, Babel, just eat your apples, okay? I don't care if we don't have the strawberries or whatever. She's like, Daddy, we need to go back home. Why, Mabel? She said, because you forgot Morris's milk. And I'm like, I was very touched at that moment, because she really does care about this kid. So for those of you out there that have or about to have a second kid, they'll come around. So just like Mabel has. So anyway.